train review. Hello everyone, and welcome to what is my biggest review yet, the J3As. This was a day I feared coming. Well, at least at first. I didn't actually count how many J3As were actually in the pack, and now that I'm seeing it, oh, thank God. I thought it was like 6 or 8, but there's only 4. But anyway, let's get started with the review of the J3A Hudsons and the MSTS pack. First we have J3A number 5426. And let me just turn on the HUD because I keep forgetting to. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I keep forgetting. Now, in terms of overall model and texture, once again, like the last model, it's pretty good, if you ask me. However, some of the things here are literally very offsetting. Like the texture of the wheels and the piston rods just seem so out of place. Come on, guys. And the fact that this lining feels very cheap, if you ask me. And look at this. That's not good. But everything else seems pretty alright, although I do find the black and silver combination a little weird. Also, this logo needs to be not pixelated. Now for the cab test. The same problem. Now for the sander test. Once again, comes out good. Now for the whistle test. Very good, although it does feel a little bit of a carbon copy of a combination of the Union Pacific Challenger whistle, the Big Boy whistle, and the UP FVF3 whistles combined. It feels kind of blatant. Now for the bell test. Shouldn't have a bell, but that's pretty good. Sounds very peaceful for an engine like this. Now for the lighting test. Once again, disappointment. As, you know, while the lighting may work, it just doesn't seem to look good. And there's not even a backlight. Like, come on, if you're gonna add a second light, put it in the back. Now, for the movement test. It's a pretty slow start here. While it looks good at first, you can see here that the piston rods are very, very laggy, which is very offsetting for this model. And also, it's slightly glitchy. And also, I think it has the same wobbly wheels problem as we experienced last time. And it does. Okay, not crash. Do not crash. Do not crash. I suck at driving these things. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Thank God. Okay. Anyway, let me just back this up a bit so we don't crash switching engines, as I have experienced that before, but not with third-party content, but this is just to be safe. A little bit more. Shit. Whew. Okay. So now we will move on to the next locomotive. Behold, the J3A number 5429. Now, again, it has most of the problems with the, with 5426 over here. But the silver and the black on these two parts seems okay. Now for the lighting test. Once again, the same problem. Cab, same problem. Sand comes out like always. The whistle sounds the same. Bell sounds good. And now for the movement test, like we always do. Now this one seems slightly faster in starting up. But as you can see, has the same movement problem. It seems very glitchy and very offsetting. No, brake. Oh, thank God these things have strong brakes. I suck at driving. Okay, next, the silver bullets. And here's the third of the J3As, the 5446. However, this time, things are a little different. It has this little ram thing over here that the other models do not, which makes the model very appealing. And the wheels actually look very different. However, they look very gritty, which is a pretty problem. However, I will say, this thing is decent. Yeah, but some of the problems with the other models just carry through. Oh yeah, and also, very offsetting is this little thing. I don't know if that was on the actual model itself, but if it wasn't, then this needs to be fixed. Now, for the cab. Hold on. Same problem. Now for the lighting test. Again, the same problem. The whistle is the same. Bell, the same. Sander always comes out. Now for the movement test. And unfortunately, for a model that seems good, it once again suffers from glitch. Sucks, really. These silver bullets look really good. Okay. If I forgot something, you can blast me. But now, the final silver bullet. And here's the final J3A, the J3A 5450. Anyway, so in terms of texture and modeling, unfortunately, it carries the same problem as the first two. The offsetting texture of the wheels, which is very saddening if you ask me. Although I will say, some of the shading here is actually pretty good. But yeah, same old problems. And the cab, same issue. Except this time it actually has a little depth, although I hate the pixelation on this door. Whistle, the same. Bell, the same. Lighting, still a problem. Sander, always comes out. And now, for the final movement test. And unfortunately, glitch. It's always the frickin' glitchy movement. Okay, don't crash. Thank God. Okay, so, these models. 6.5. Well, they seem pretty good to model in concept. In this conversion pack, no. They are done very poorly. Some things are pretty good. I will admit that. but the rest of it just sucks. So that's my rating, a 6. Or did I say 6.5? Whatever, just go with the first one I said. I would not recommend using this model, though. Okay? It sucks. Just either pay someone to do it or do it yourself or something. I don't know. But, this is the worst out of the MSTS pack I've seen yet. Even worse than the SJX7. Ugh. But, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is the final American, I think it's the final American thing in the MSTS Conversion Pack. And then we'll be moving on to the rest of the locomotives in the MSTS Conversion Pack. But these models, do not recommend getting them. They're just as worse, if not even worse, than the SJX7. They have some things that characterize them pretty good, but overall, they are pretty bad. Do not use them. But anyway, I gotta go now. Have a good day, I guess, and bye. Stupid mouse.